Welcome to another Corey Steelcutter video. There has definitely been a lot of those lately. I'll relax the number of videos with this card, but first I wanted to play this new Prowess list that has been doing very well online. It features Slickshot Show Off over Soulscar Mage, as well as Mutagenic Growth over Metamorphose, and Violent Urge over Unholy Heat. This is mostly the 11 flag slots that you got. Everything else is pretty stock and pretty impossible to touch. I guess you could add a land. 17 seems very little, but anyway, Violent Urge is a card that hasn't seen playing in Modern. I mean, I can't remember. I've never seen this card in Modern before. It gives a creature +1/+0 first strike, but if you have Delirium, it gives a double strike. So it's very similar to Timur Battle Rage, with the difference that you don't have to have a 4-power creature, but Delirium instead. Magenic Growth, of course. You know, free card. Very strong. You can deal 4 damage with it with Slick Shot and so on. Alright, let's battle. You can go like turn 1, whatever. Turn 2, Corey Steelcutter plus Mutagenic Growth on your 1-drop, and you make a Monk. That's good. That's good. Like, having 0 mana cards in a deck with Corey Steelcutter is good. This is 27 1-drop. This deck doesn't have answers to Chalice of the Void. In theory, there shouldn't be many Chalice of the Voids around. But of course, if you get paired against it and they go Ugin's Labyrinth Chalice, you're pretty cooked. Hello everyone, good morning. I have an RCQ this Saturday. I want to decide what to play. My choices are between Blue-Red Prowess, Black-White Ketra. We'll see. Maybe Grixis Murktide. I'm landing Boros Energy, so that one I can't play. Alright, well, yeah, I'll keep it. Thundering Falls on turn 1. Maybe it was better to just go bottom Thundering Falls and go fetch go. Now that I think about it, if opponent plays something that I need to bolt, I bolt. If not, I just go Thundering Falls. So yeah, I should have done that. Need Boros Energy with voice for the channel. I played it yesterday. It went very well. The best play here is to plot Slickshot Show Off. This is kind of how in standard this deck just wins so much, because your opponent's mana up with removal spell. In case I was playing just get control in standard, up mana with counterspell removal spell, they just plot, and it's just backbreaking because you don't use your mana, they do. Maybe the video that convinced you to play the Slick Shot, to buy the Slick Shot. Is this expensive? Remember, I bought it when it came out for the, yeah, I was playing Prowess, if you guys remember when this card came out. I did some good results with red-green Prowess with Tarmogoyf. Those were the days, honestly, when Tarmogoyf was, yeah, OTJ was out. Tarmogoyf was actually good. All right. All right. All right. I'm gonna sequence it this way. Fetch for a mountain. It's kind of crazy to play 17 lands. This deck does need 3 lands. Anyway, Corey Steelcutter, Slick Shot. And then Preordain. You sold them for 40 because you thought it was washed? Yeah. Yeah. Never sell. They can always print something to make washed card unwashed. Wouldn't probably. We'll have a removal spell for Slick Shot. Let's think about this. Definitely draw this. Now, I think I'll play this. I understand. I understand my opponent has removal spell for Slick Shot, but I have 2 spells anyway next turn. Maybe I want to keep Bolt for like Indomitable Creativity. Yeah, I'll keep the bubble. Just very unlikely that my opponent doesn't kill this Slick Shot. Wish I had a Mutagenic Growth. Imagine that. Opponent bolts your Slick Shot, you go Mutagenic Growth. That's so good. Alright. Course the Cutter already making value. Opponent has to trade with a token that we got for free on turn 2 of the game. And this card will produce a lot more tokens from now on. So this is why this deck is good, because this card is so good. As I said, now I have to hold up. I'm very glad I kept this bubble, because now I have to hold up removal spell. I can't just play it because of creativity. So keeping this bubble actually the difference between like, it's a huge difference, the fact that I held this bubble. I'm just gonna attack face. You have electricity? Yeah, VR told me that it was on a train yesterday and everything went black. Crazy, crazy stuff in Spain. W. Mm-hmm. Nice. Bubble is just really broken with Chorus the Cutter. I tried it in Legacy with more than 4, but what's that? Black, black. My opponent may not be creativity, may just be exactly a mid-range deck. Lava Dart is very good with Cutter because you can cast it in your opponent turn, and you can make a monk for free. When it goes plus with Liliana. This card's Archon of Cruelty. There's a chance that I just cast these cards end of turn to make a monk, but I'd rather untap. Go bubble myself. Let's see what's on top. Iteration's good. Then I go Bolt you. Make a token. Pass that equipment over. And send in an attack for lethal. Opponent's at 10. I'm attacking for 10. And I even have a Lava Dart in the graveyard. I can't fetch a monk. Sorry, a dwarf. I just Lava Dart the token. I can also now play Bolt on Slick Shot. And I can definitely, I don't win if that's the case. All right. It was honestly the most important play of the game was when I decided not to play Bubble on turn 3 to respect their creativity on turn 4. Okay. A couple of spell peers. A couple of surgical. They have the persist combo. You want to side out violent urge. I'll keep a mutagenic growth though. Annoy heat. Probably not. Maybe lava dart can be trimmed. Yeah. I think post sideboard, especially against these like interactive decks, you want to cut the urge growth. Like growth does protect you against bolt, but like what if they have push, you know? What if they have mana up? You can just really never play this card proactively, so I don't want to have too many. Okay. I don't want to play Dragon's Ray Channeler. It's just bad against the Ren and 6 ping. Only one Survey land in this list. Okay, Mishra's Bubble. I think it's almost the same, leaving it on top or in the graveyard. I'll go graveyard. I want to draw a Core Steel Cutter. And I did. Very good. Let me think about what to play though. Hmm. Core Steel Cutter Go is bad against what? Against a Disenchant? Yeah, it's bad against a Disenchant. Let's just go Channeler Go. This way, if my opponent goes like Fable, I'm very happy to just bolt it. And then I go to my turn, I can go... I don't know. Hold on, hold on. Maybe there's not enough Disenchant. I was thinking about, I don't know, maybe another format. Like standard, you have a braid and stuff like that. But in modern, nobody... People wouldn't have Disenchant for this. Well, sideboard, I think. So maybe it was just the better play to go Cutter. Yeah, opponent's playing. Where can you find the list? All my list can be found on exclamation mark deck. From this link, you can also shop directly to TCG Player. So here you find all the lists that I play on stream, on Magus Workshop and everything. But you can also shop here. There's the affiliate link to support the content. So whenever you buy from TCG Player, start shopping from that link. Opponent goes Inquisition of Kozilek. Oh, I got really punished for not playing this Corey. Crazy. Oh, wow. Opponent takes Iteration instead. Yeah. Definitely a mistake what I did not playing the Corey turn 2, because now I need to respect creativity. So I just have to go Corey go. Yeah, yeah, very, very bad play on my side. Not playing on turn 2. Alright, at least I got Delirium. I just can't do anything now. Mm. Okay, you're saying I could have Lava Darted, and then I would have had this in the graveyard. Yeah. Okay, anyway, it was not a bad play to not play this on turn 2. They did have Nitrous Claim. Alright. I may be missing 2 damage by doing this, but I think it's correct to go Lava Dart now. I didn't see the line of having this in the graveyard. I like this more, yes. I think Swiss Spear is a nice top here. And now they can't creativity me because they have the dart in the bin. So I could have attacked for... I guess I couldn't have attacked because my opponent would have just Nature's Claimed anyway, so this wouldn't have a head haste. So same thing. Opponent goes for the dwarf and then plays Nissa. Does that could play? I don't remember what this card does. Lands you control, untap target land becomes a 3/3 until next turn. -2 mill 3 cards. You may put a permanent from among them into your hand. This is a bad card. Alright, my opponent is at 15. Wonder if they're dead. Let's go Monastery Swift Spear. Just attack. I mean, do I have lethal? I can go Lava Dart on Dwarf. And then I got 7. Plus 8, that's 15. I actually have lethal. Well, obviously they have 1 mana up. But how did they play this game? Last turn, they did nothing, right? Last turn, they had 2 mana and did nothing. So they can't really have an interaction unless they drew it. Let me just do this first. And then we'll see how to react. I think I can play 1 bolt and then pass priority. This will be now 12 damage. I think. Yeah. So I can just pass priority now. This way, if they push, I just hold the bolt for creativity. If not, I just bolt second main. And that's GG. I think in the end we played very well. Even the chorus to cutter not playing in turn 2. Just intuitively, you don't want to go chorus to cutter go. It just exposed them to 1/1 a card that just by nature can never be 1/1. So I think it was overall a very well played game. I always doubt myself for my plays, which is what actually you should do if you want to improve. You should always doubt yourself. How it goes? Hello. Woke up with a headache. Don't know why. I got some pills half an hour ago. They still didn't work, but hopefully they will. Do you have any out if we get Chalice of the Void? I don't. I mentioned that earlier. I mean, there's not that many decks that play Chalice. Was the RC a good time regardless of the result? Yeah, always. I always try my best to make every tournament an experience that goes well, even if the tournament doesn't go well. So I always book nice hotel and nice restaurant. This case, I even did a testing house. So yeah, I had a great time. Actually, the only regret was playing Sunday side event, the whatever open it was. Should have just, I don't know, hang around instead of playing more Magic. What do you think about the Jeskai version of this deck? I played it last week on stream. The video will be out, I believe, today. Let me check my YouTube schedule. Oh, by the way, speaking of YouTube, the new Mengucci Workshop video came out yesterday. And it's modern, and we play Blu-ray Prowess. So check it out! Exclamation mark Mango's Workshop, I think. Oh no, Jeskai Prowess video came out already 4 days ago. You can check it out on YouTube channel on the Magic Online one. All right, my opponent's playing Mono Red Belcher. In the video, I played a little bit sloppy. I made some illegal plays that comments pointed out. I usually try my best not to. I guess I was. To my defense, that was the second video of that day. We recorded 2 videos. I always tell myself to not record 2 videos in the same day, but yeah, broke the promise and played very sloppy. But it's okay. People enjoyed it regardless. All right. Slickshot Show Off is a great draw. Good morning, Ferruch. Dai, opponent Forza. Let's play Magic. What's this draw stop? Come on. Have some respect. You went to 2-2-1 at your modern event. What did you draw with? Did I make any change to my standard just get control list since the event? Yeah, I would play 3 steps ahead. I lost 2 matches because I didn't have it. I tuned myself to beat red, but I just lost like mono white and others low decks because I didn't have any hard counter magic. Alright, don't play bubble. Don't play turn 1 bubble. Wild Cantor. That's wild. Also probably not very good. I'll bold this. Let's think about the sequencing here. Yeah, I've played the Belcher Storm yesterday. It didn't go very well. We have 2 options. One is to plot Slick Shot and then go Quarry, Steel Cutter, Slick Shot, Bubble, Urge, Urge. Ooh, Swift Spear as well. And now you just need to count the amount of damage you have. Because I don't have Delirium, so the Urge is not very good. The Urge is not a card I want to play now. Against Mono Red Belcher, I shouldn't even plot. I should just cast this Slick Shot to do 1 damage. Yeah. So what if I go Scalding Tarn, Slick Shot, attack, pass. The next turn I go Quarry Steel Cutter Bubble, attack for 7. It's maybe too slow. I kind of want to draw a 3rd land. This is difficult turn. Because now all I have to... I'm playing basically solitary now. I have to win before my opponent kills me. And they will not interact with me. So I just have to only think about what's the maximum amount of damage. I think it heavily depends on whether I draw a 3rd land or not. I think Delirium seems hard without DRC. Like, Basically impossible to get Delirium next turn. Unless I draw, what, Preordain? But even then, it seems hard. I think the best play actually is just not play Slick Shot, but go Core Steel Cutter Bubble. The next turn I can go maybe Swift Spear Urge. Plus, cracking the bubble makes me draw third land maybe. So I think I'll do this. But again, this is the moment with a red deck where you actually have to think about what does the most damage. Like which of the two lines does the most damage? And also, if this Lick Shot was a ooh, nice draw. If this Lick Shot was a the Soulscar Mage, the 1-drop, I would have played it on turn 1. I don't know. All in all, it worked out because they had played a 1-drop, but nobody plays Wild Cantor. First time I see this card in a long time. The opponent goes Monomorphose, untap land, take 3 damage, Pyretic Ritual, Belcher, okay. So we have 1 turn. Alright, attenzione. 1 second. Yes, Preordain gives me Delirium. I have Lethal. I'm just gonna assume I have Lethal now. I go Preordain. Monk becomes a 3-3. Then I go Mutagenic Growth. Monks become... Yeah, I win. It's over. It's turn 3. I don't even need anything from this Preordain. I got Lethal. This is 15 damage. I'll screenshot, recheck the math, and then go for Lethal. But I just go Preordain. 3-3. Delirium. Mutagenic Growth. 6-6. Violent Urge. 8 whatever. I don't even... No. No Swift Spear. Swift Spear. You need to top deck a land. Alright, we even got another land. Yeah, this is now, I don't know, 1 million damage. We dealt... Quanto cazzo abbiamo fatto? 7, 14, 18, 21. 21 damage. 21 minus 6. We dealt 26 damage on turn 3. Opponent wanted to win on turn 4 in the format Modern. They don't know what's up. They don't know. They don't know anything about it. You want to win on turn 4? Joke's on you. Joke's on you. Solitary mode win on turn 4? That doesn't even win in Standard. In Standard, twice last weekend, I tapped 3 lands. I played Stock Up. Actually, my last game of the weekend was... I went turn 2 Lightning Helix. Turn 3 Stock Up. Dead. I didn't have double white for lockdown, so I had to play Stock Up. Dead. And I did that twice. Anyway, we're playing against Belcher. Spell Pierce. Consign is actually insane against Belcher because it also counters the Storm Dragon now. But probably Iteration is the card I want to cut. Definitely leaving the combo. As I mentioned, this combo is bad against the mid-range or whatever removal decks, but it's broken against... I mean, it's not broken, but it's very good in this matchup. So yeah, cut Iteration, definitely slow, and probably just some darts. Yeah. I can also bring in the bounce, but usually they go Iron Crag Feet, Belcher, kill you. I don't want to have a bounce spell. Ooh, Murked? Murked? Tide. Hello. You've been loving this deck? Yeah. Seems good. Yeah, I agree. Stock up is only good in low power level formats like Vintage and Legacy. In Standard, it's too slow. Were there any stock up in the top 8? Because some people played stock up in Blue Red Prowess. But I don't think it's very good in Blue Red Prowess. I don't know. Talking about Standard here. But I don't want to talk about Standard anymore for a while. Actually, I need to think about Standard again soon. Or in June. I'll delay the Standard talk to June. 8 stock up in the final. All right. What was the final? What was the final 2 Blue Red Prowess? Actually, no, nothing. I just know that there was no just guy control in the top tables. Yeah. A friend of mine, Tobia, was doing so well but lost last 2 and didn't make the top 8. You didn't even make top 16. That's crazy. All right. My hand does good. We have Channeler, which helps a lot the delirium purposes for the violent urge. The Mystic Peak. Turn 1, always play the non-haste creature. If you have a decision between haste creature and non-haste creature. Not non, but. Opponent, oh wow. Oh wow. I'm dead on turn 2. All right. Well, well, I did say that upon went on turn 4, it was too slow, but I guess they sped up for the next game. All right, all right, all right. I love modern. I love this. This is how Magic's supposed to be played. Just 2 turns and just leave. You go to the tournament to talk with your friends, buy cards, and eat lunch. You don't go to the tournaments to play Magic. I agree with you, opponent. I agree with your strategy of engaging with the game. Let's go game 3. Codinci, mal de merda. This is my Alta 6. Um, what about land here? You don't like this hand, chat? With 2 fiery islets. Let's have a 40 minutes break. It's not even a 40 minutes break. Every round lasts like 1 hour and a half if it's a big event. Like last week, you play 20 minutes, you talk an hour and a half, and then you play 20 minutes. Okay, opponent also multi 6. I'm just gonna keep. You can mulligan. You're free to mulligan. You can use your free will on the mulligan button. I will not click the mulligan button. Like if you want to play Magic for an hour, there's always Commander. I want to stand up and look at the binder to see which cards I need to buy. Actually, I only bought 1 card last weekend. I only bought 1 Thundering Falls. I did also buy a full a full Flesh and Blood deck though. One of the vendors. Alright, Scalding Tarn, your go. Dolafo, what do you mean? The new Ugin? The new Ugin was a fluke. I don't know why people thought it was a good card. It was a 7 drop. It may be good in exactly drawn, but it's a 7 drop. Have you seen the two decks, the two previous games? What do you do with 7 drop? You're on twitch.tv/Andrea Mengucci. You're a good player. You know that a 7 drop in Magic can't be good. Alright, Surveil e basta terre, porca puttana. Come on, Missurers. Bubble. 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 What else do I want? A Slick Shot. Isn't that a great draw? Are those one-off you can only play if necessary? I mean, it's the classic. If a card costs 200 euro, it means that it's good. You can do without it, but when you draw the card that costs 200 euro, you're probably winning. Okay, let's just go Quarry Go, but it will not disenchant me, right? Thank you, Ryan. What fab deck? It's called Prism. Yesterday I started studying a lot that deck. I love that in Flesh and Blood I'm a newbie and I have to study so much. It reminds me of the early days. I should also still study now Magic, but I'm just lazy. Instead, I just do the things that I already like to do. Okay, Violent Urge, I think it's nice, right? Yes, Violent Urge is nice. Mishra's Bubble, let me think about it. Because now I go Bubble, Cracks, I draw both. I think I'm lethal next turn. I don't know, I have a feeling I'm lethal next turn. I may even crack this Bubble now, actually, to deal 1 more damage. Because next turn I have 2 spells already. I go Mutagenic Grow Urge. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go Bubble. I'm gonna try new games. Nah, new gamer. So like, I must have already spent, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of hours into Flesh and Blood. You don't just start new game. Also, every time I do something, I do it very, very competitively. So if I try something, I go all in. I don't just play something for fun. To me, fun is winning. So I can't do new games just like this. There's a finite amount of time I have. All right, I'm gonna crack both of these bubble. Draw at least 1 Violent Urge. Okay, this is a bad draw. Next turn, I got these 2. Opponent, please don't kill me now. Okay, don't kill me now. Yeah, draw with Islet. Yeah, exactly. Oh, bellissimo lui. Okay, no. Mana untapped? What do you have? Interaction? Do you have interaction, opponent? How dare you interact with me? Mind your own business. Oh, questo è buono però. Attenzione. Why did they leave up mana? Che cazzo c'ha? What do they have? Let me look at the list. Let me look at a list of mono red. I played it. Kamadosca. I played it yesterday. Allora. No, they're playing a different list. Because this list wouldn't have any answer. Ah, Spikefield Hazard? Do you think that's Spikefield Hazard? No way, right? Thoughts? This member, this member Ma mi cago addosso, ma perché c'ho così paura? They were just tapped, this game would have been over. I had the combo, Violent Urge, Mutagenic Growth, easily over. Did I still do it? I think so. Then even if it doesn't go right, I still have, if it doesn't go right, I still have Consigned to Memory. I think I'll do it. I'll do it. Or I can go Slick Shot, Mutagenic Growth. How much damage it is? 5 più 5 10. No, it's not even lethal. All right, let's go DRC. I think I'm gonna go Mutagenic Growth here. I'm gonna go for the kill. Actually, one sec. I should do this first. Oh, but I don't have Delirium. But I guess on the stack, yeah, on the stack I can definitely respond to my own spell here. So currently I don't have Delirium. Currently I don't have Delirium. So first I do this. This way, if I find Delirium, I don't have to play Mutagenic Growth. Okay. I find Delirium. Okay, opponent stopping their land. What do they have? Spikefield Hazard. I knew it! I knew it. Alright. We win. I don't even count, but I'm assuming it's lethal. Alright, GG. Counter my own trigger with +3 damage. Yeah, that's true actually. That's true actually. If I counter my own trigger, it was more damage. But I counted, it was already lethal. Out of nowhere, you guys wanted to mulligan a hand with Corey Steel Cutter. It's like if you open a hand in Vintage Cube and it has Ancestor Recall, and you want to mulligan. It's the same. All right. Also, please, please listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Stop mulliganing hands that play Magic. I don't understand how more can I tell it. How many more times I can tell it? Stop mulliganing hands that play Magic. If you mulligan, sure, the hand that you keep suck, but the next hand is gonna also suck, and you have to remove a card. The more you mulligan, the more you lose. It's not that you mulligan, your next hand is gonna be perfect anyway, so you can just get even a worse one. Right. This hand is also bad. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, keep this hand, Mangu. I'm just gonna keep and go Fiery Islet, preordain, like 1,000,000 damage. Hope to get a second land. I have Corey Steel Cutter. If this hand had a land, this hand would have been broken because I go Land Swift Spear, Land Cutter, Unigenic Growth, 7 damage, the game is over. Land. Bella lì, cazzo. I'm gonna bottom Bolt. Bolt is a good magic card, but who cares? I have many other spells. Cosa fai? Brainstone. Brainstone. The Stone of Brain. Swifty, Preordain. When I Swiss Spear on turn one, I've already addressed this in the past videos, so check them out. I've played Prowess many times at this point on the channel. I think when you have exactly one lander, you should play Preordain, because if you miss a land, it's a disaster. It's a disaster equal you lose. So you have to just keep digging. So I go Preordain turn one, I brick, and then I can go Preordain again next turn, not to brick. One damage is not gonna matter, but one or two damage is not gonna matter. But you missing a third land drop, a second land drop actually means that you lose the game. Okay, here Channeler is a great card. I think I'm happy to just go Quarry Steelcutter Channeler next turn. I think only one though. I don't want two, and there's no scientific reason why I only want one, but I think I only want one. Yeah, maybe this deck is bad against energy. It's possible. It's totally possible. Okay, my opponent Brainstone, but they don't have white mana, so they can't Terminus me. But they will for sure have a Time Walk on top of the deck now. The problem is if they have a Time Walk followed by Plains Terminus, that is very lucky though. Like they need to exactly have on top of the deck Time Walk, Terminus, and then follow it. Whatever. I'm just still gonna do the same play here. Core Steelcutter DRC. If you go exactly what I mentioned, it is what it is. Yeah, Flage is a big problem. Yesterday, I also recorded a league with Energy, and I lost to. Sorry, I beat Prowess. Not only they don't have a Time Walk, they also don't have a white source, but they do have a white land, a white border Urza Saga. I didn't even know existed, and actually, I was going to live my life without the knowledge that this card existed. Now I know. Nice. Love me Shores Bubble. I'm gonna go. Could have gone Bubble first to help the iteration decision. Also, I don't know. Oh. Hand, bottom, exile, play land, play Swift Spear. But also, I was going to say Bubble is better with the Prowess creature. So if I find Slick Shot or Swift Spear, I'd rather have Bubble in my hand. Still need to find Delirium. But if I find an instant or a land, I have Delirium. Okay. Well, I have Delirium here. I just don't want to tell my opponent I have Delirium yet. So I'll wait. I'll wait till the last moment to play Mutagenic Growth. This is, of course, lethal. I mean, it's turn 4. Ah, una bel costrutto facciamo. I don't think this will go well. Should I do something now? No, I guess. You just block this one anyway. All right. GG. Actually, it's technically correct to mutagenic growth before blocks because I could mill a lava dart. So, yeah. The opponent didn't interact with us at all. You can't just play modern turn 3 no interaction. Like that doesn't win against a standard deck, let alone a modern deck. All right, let's bring in a couple of spell pierce. Pretty strong. Very good. Very good deck. How's the ramp matchup? You mean Eldrazi? Oh, very strong. Very good. I mean, have you seen these games, right? They just end on turn 4. Eldrazi is too slow for that. Plus, you're playing blue, so you have access to 4 consign. So, you know, the decks that have access to 4 consign have a better time against Eldrazi than most. Bo, just trimming a couple of darts. I can bring in Alpine Moon as well. Yeah. I mean, classic 1 mana preordain. Yeah, yeah. Gruul Eldrazi, very good matchup. Eldrazi Tron with Chalice, it's not a very good matchup. It all depends on Chalice, though. Like, if they don't for Chalice, their deck is not a very good deck against us. But yeah, of course, they can mulligan into it. It just, it depends, right? Open deck list or the opponent knows what deck you're on. Classic stuff. I wonder what's the matchup with against Black White. All right. Drunk Bubble makes me think that I actually want to play. Nah, let's just go preordain. Same thing as before. You need a second land. I think I want to crack 1 bubble only. Maybe actually I should crack both. Yeah, I'll crack both. Favorite MTG artwork ever? Black Lotus. Every time someone asks me favorite of anything, I always say Black Lotus. Black Lotus is just the peak. It's the peak of anything collectible. Lantern of Insight. The Lantern. Lantern Control. Uh, my opponent. I think he's gonna go with Lick Shot, Cast, Bubble, Bubble U. Actually, I shouldn't have bubbled you, but whatever. Attack and pass. This was 8 damage, I know. It's a little bit too risky. Eek of anything collectible in Magic. I mean Magic. Magic related. Stonks up? Adios, opponente. Adios. For 2 games in a row, opponent didn't interact for 3 turns. That is not how you play this modern format, unfortunately. Unless they go like triple mocks now, but no. Do we win? 4, 8, 14, 15. Am I short on damage? Art deals, say, I think I'm short of 2 damage here. Oh, I think I'm short of 1 damage. I think I have 16. If I played the RC last turn, it would have been better. Yeah, I can counter the dart, but I think it's only 1 extra damage. Huh? Yeah, pierce the dart, but it doesn't change anything. Alright. Let's count again. Mutagenic growth. That's 4. That's 4, 8. Lava dart. It's 11. Flashback lava dart. It's 13. Spell pierce lava dart. 15, 16. I have 16. I officially have 16. I officially have 16. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna play the RC and start mutagenic growth this guy. And then if I mill a lava dart, I win. Oh, but now I can't spell pierce my thing. Oh yeah, lava dart is still lethal though. Yeah, let's just do this. Maybe I mill over a lava dart. Yeah, definitely keep pierce open. Well, Ensnaring Bridge does nothing. I can play Ensnaring Bridge if they want to. Mm, I don't know, my friend. I made the math and I didn't count lethal, so I'm gonna trust my math. I did it twice, so even if chat says that I'm lethal, I don't think I was lethal. You actually counter your lava dart at the end. Did you think about that? I think at 16. When has Pyroclasm on top? I mean, this can't be that hard. Just figure it out without writing too many things. If I was wrong, sure, but I hope I wasn't. But then goes Pyroclasm. Spell Pierce. All right, I'll take a bathroom break and come back for round number 4. Okay, let's go. Round number 4 against Blade of the Bloodchief. Okay, that's Brood skill combo. I kept a Wallander. Kept a Wallander. I think I'm going to. Oh. Keep the Wallander and I'll tell you why. If I draw second land now, this end is broken. I go turn 1 Swift Spear go, turn 2 Quarry Bubble. I just win the game. There's also the fail case of not doing what it is, which is drawing a land. So here, I'm just gonna, once again, prioritize finding a second land. Okay, so I'm just gonna fetch a Surveil land to just maximize. I'm not gonna curve out. I just want to care about Surveil land. Okay. Guys, if you can't even count to 17, I have bad news for you. This game is very hard. And I don't just mean like, oh, you made a mistake. I just mean like talking about it for 10 minutes in the chat. All right, opponent goes Flesh Raker. And I draw third land. All right, so I'm covered with lands now. I have different problems. I think I'll just go Corey go. Yeah, no, don't go. I think going turn one Swift Spear is fine. I mean, if you draw a land, you're bailed out. But the problem is, if you don't draw a land, you just lose the game. Like all the game is over. You can't win a game if you miss a second land, especially on the draw. Just maximize the chances of drawing lands. This is okay. Like my opponent hasn't done anything that relevant. Like they play a Mog Fanatic, a Grey Ogre. You know what I mean? Okay, now I can keep on ignoring them. I just go like Corey Steel Cutter Swift Spear. I just lose on the spot to the combo, Bird Skill, because I have Walking Ballista in play, so they just pump it to death. I can also go Iteration, but even if I go Iteration, what I'm really doing, like what do I keep in hand? Bolt and pass? Yes, I could do that. But this Flesh Raker is just like eating me damage. So I feel like I'm just gonna put my head down, and just do Horizon Cutter, Swift Spear, attack, pass. If they kill me, I'm dead. If they don't kill me, I'll likely just untap and win next turn. They kill all my stuff with Ballista Blade. Okay, let's talk about this. Whenever a creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on a kept creature. Oh, so they sacrifice the spawn. I see. Huh. Okay. I see what you mean, chat. Alright, so you're saying I should go Iteration and just care about this combo a bit that I have in play. Am I having fun playing Modern lately? Yeah, it's been amazing. Especially after playing Standard for a week. Okay. Okay. So, I'm just gonna bolt. Do I want a cold bolt in my hand? Yeah, I definitely want to put Mutagenic Growth. Sorry, I meant to say, I want to put Mutagenic Growth in my hand because this is like lethal very quickly. So I'm just gonna go Bolt on Ballista. Ballista, not Flesh Raker. Maybe, yeah, because Ballista is. I guess both of these are win cons if they have the combo. Maybe Flesh Raker then. But the thing with Ballista is that they can also stop my combo. I'm just gonna Bolt Ballista. Again, I'm dead to Brood Scale. But I feel like having Mutagenic Growth means that I win the game next turn. I guess opponent misplayed here. Yeah, this was wrong maybe. Because they had a window to... They had a window to kill the monk. Yeah, they said oops. Yeah, I should have killed the Flesh Raker, mostly because the monk would have still been alive. Alright, I could die to a Basking Brood Scale. Let's see if it is. Okay, this is a lot of damage as well, even if I probably don't die though, but it's a lot of damage. You think it's all one effect so they can't kill it? Are you sure? Are you sure they don't have a window to kill it? Oh, you're right. But what about in paper? Can you create that window in paper? Okay, so you can't kill it, it happens all at once. I understand. Thank you. The paper is a joke, by the way. Untap and draw. That would be a GRV. Thank you, Kiori. All right, I have a million damage. Actual million damage. It's the best line to deal a million damage. I mean, they can have the thing. Maybe the best way to deal a million damage is to create two little threats, like both Swiss Spear and. Oh no, they don't have trample. Do I have delirium? Yes, it's written here. On magical line, it's easy. It says 4 card types. Yeah, exactly. We need to create double trample right now. So what I'm gonna do is tap 2 mana. You can see because mobile. Yeah, we have delirium. I'm gonna go Quarry Steel Cutter, Violent Urge, Quarry Steel Cutter, Bolt. You wanna Bolt the bird. Man, I wish I had 2 more mana now. But yeah, I don't know what that means. I have 4 lands, so Violent Urge on this guy. You want to bolt the Flesh Raker. So now Prowess is tier 1. Yeah, I can see that. Ooh, actually, if I Violent Urge this guy, it doesn't have Trample. It doesn't have Trample, chat. Because I have to move this thing away. It's better to Mutagenic Growth. Is it though? It's still bad, I think. I think actually you should just play Bolt. You don't move it? Yeah, but if you don't move it, you're missing out on so much damage. I think. Maybe not, they just chump the Monk. Maybe just play. Because they can have K Command. I don't think I can beat K Command this turn. Alright, I'm gonna bolt this. I'm gonna bolt this Flesh Raker. This way, if my opponent does have the K Command, they don't kill me the next turn. I survive. And then I attack with all. Maybe I should have bolted an Eldrazi spawn, so they couldn't Kozil's command me. Alright, let me go Mutagenic Growth. Here. How much damage it is? So it's 3, 5, 7, 14, 18. I have lethal. I'm gonna go for lethal. They have Kozil's command is really bad. But I probably still have lethal the next turn. Alright, they're dead. Turn 1, top land go. Kill on turn 4. This Monastery Sweet Spear, guys wanted to play on turn 1, still in my hand. Yeah, this Mutagenic Grow Violent Urge just kills everyone. It's like, it's really. Like, your opponent needs to have so much life to not die to Mutagenic Growth Urge. Like, this is usually, I don't know, 14. No. 80 life, definitely not safe. Definitely not safe. Funny, if my opponent blocked it a 0-1, they wouldn't die. Yeah, I think so. I guess I didn't expect to die. This is a combo you should always be afraid. Like, if the Prowess player has one mana up, that can just kill you. No. Yeah, I think this list is very good. Especially if people still play non-interactive deck. This deck is very good against non-interactive decks. Yeah, bolting the ballista was good. We played very well this game from turn 1 to turn 4. That's the cool thing of playing a deck like this. You don't have to play well that many turns. It's just few. But obviously, if you mess those, you don't win. All right, let's bring in some removal spells and some consign. I need to side out a lot of cards though. That's 8 cards I'm bringing in. Maybe even Alpine Moon for Saga. Polymorph Bandit. I'll play Black White after. I think I'll cut Lava Dart. I need to cut something. Maybe cut a little bit of the combo. Like 1 and 1. 1 iteration. I cut 1 Swift Spear. Classic hand. Thank you for the 3rd preordain. Definitely needed it. This is the classic situation where you don't play Swiss Spear on turn 1, but you go preordain. So you break on it, and next turn you can play a new preordain. Very, very important, chat. La 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 la. And e che cazzo. Yeah, this is very hard to break, but yeah, it happened. It happened. That's okay. All right, at least we died. At least we died quickly. See, Magic is so good. You know? Imagine being there. Sorry, I meant to say Modern is so good. Imagine being there, unlucky, like losing, but you still have to play for a while. Instead, it's just over. It's so fun. You know? Just get to the next game. Next game is great. Perfect. Best hand possible. Do I have light? Yes. Italy was not attacked by the. I don't know what happened in Spain, Portugal, and France. But we do have light. I played Magic Online and Flesh and Blood Online the whole day yesterday without interference. Die of Clock in Modern now. I mean, yeah, sure. Some people will play slow decks. You didn't have outrage power in France, in the south of France. I mean, that's what the news told me. That wasn't in France. Did I use all these bubbles? I think so. I think so, yeah. I mean, it's very likely I'll just get 2 spells next turn with iteration. Get Delirium, unfortunately. It's kind of unlucky to not get Delirium. 3 mil, but it's okay. Can't complain. This start is pretty impossible to beat. Ooh, I think I'll graveyard this. One core is enough, I think. Woods' Sagra. Speaking of slow cards. There's obviously a chance I break on lands. Sorry, I break on spells, but it has to be very, very unlucky. Draw 2. Oh, it could happen. It could happen, I break. Nope, never mind. Bolt is perfect there. I'm gonna go hand, bottom, exile. Play... deck thin? Yeah, let's deck thin. Contain. Heat. Did they say what it was? The problem? Or is still unknown? About the power outrage, I mean. Still unconfirmed. Is it one person clicking the wrong button? Shutting off a country for a day? Or was it... Alright. Opponent with a timely Thief of Existence. Homer messed up with the wrong button? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. 60% electricity supply disappeared. Disappeared. Yeah, I saw that. All right. I would say these were a very one-sided game, 2 and 3. The first one we had to play well. So yeah, you just mess up the first game, you get unlucky the second game, your tournament is over. So you just gotta be lucky, play well, play a good deck, and you win the tournament. 4-0, chat. We are 4-0. 1 hour, 24 minutes in the league. Yesterday, I played the other best deck in Modern, Boros Energy, but I didn't trophy. I went for 1. Today we're playing the second best deck in Modern. That's Trophy. Let's go. Yeah, Torpor is maybe good against Amulet. Maybe that's... Nah, I think this matchup against Amulet is just a race on who runs faster. I open the classic hand I open every time I play this deck while in Preordain. I feel like I play 17 Preordains, 16 lands. I always drop more Preordains than land when I play this deck. Ooh. I just received money and I I got a phone notification app and I received money and I was like, wait, what was that from? It's from the Flesh and Blood GP. Cool. Because I was like, wait, that's a new one. All right, guys, do we draw this preordain or not? Bottom the preordain. I can bottom preordain, draw a card, draw a card. So I have two draws. If I draw this preordain, I have instead three draws. I think this is a bottom. How much? I won 3,500 with the second place at the GP in Flesh and Blood. Draw bubble, so perfect. Perfect, man. Imagine if I drew the thing. Imagine if I drew. If I leave on top rear ANC bubble, that's like a dead draw. 32, the 20k, nice. Alright, course the counter was really bad. Need to draw second land. Eccola lì, bravo Mengu, porca puttana. Land. Land. Now, I can go Quarry, or I can go Swift Spear Bolt. I have the combo, I'm Regening Violent Urge. Un attimo. If I go Swift Spear Bolt, you go to 12. The next turn, you are... You can definitely die. I think I'll do that. I think I'm gonna go Swift Spear Bolt. If I go Quarry now and I don't draw land, I can also go Swift Spear, Urge. Aspetta un attimino. I can go Swift Spear, Urge on the Swift Spear. Mutagenic Growth. How much damage is that? 3, 5, 12, 14. Huh. I think I'll go Swift Spear Bolt. I think it's more damage. Oh, 3,500. It's better price than a Magic tournament? No, Flesh and Blood has less money than Magic, but there's a lot less competition. As in, people are still new to the game, so you don't have that many pros. So I would say qualifying to things is easier, and people play it a bit more casually than Magic. Okay. Sure, they're dead. I think. Yeah, for sure I can deal 9. Maybe not. No, sì, a voglia, madonna mia. 3, 7. I have so much damage. Alright, now it's just a million. Turn 3. 45 damage. I mean, I drew the combo. Mutagenic plus Violent Urge. in this matchup is it's really broken. Like this is 17 damage. So we did 28 damage on turn 3. All right. Belcher. We got 2 spears, 4 consign. Outside out 4 iterations. And what else? 2 darts. Yeah, sure. Yeah, the next league I want to play black-white. I want to see how black-white does against this deck. If we pair against it. Put him all to 5. I smell the trophy. Trophy. I think Boars is impossible to win. Oh, I definitely don't think it's impossible to win, no. You can check the past just Prowess video I made on the channel. I remember beating Boros. It's just a bad matchup. I mean, the power level of this deck is so high that there's impossible matchup don't exist in this game. Modern is too high power of a format to have impossible matchups. Impossible matchups only happens in low power formats. At least that's what I think. Okay, shock untapped. Okay, I think I'll Spears this. Or if you play a bad deck. Yeah, but I'm a competitive players don't play bad decks. The goal is to win. We really play good decks here. Slick shot cast. Ooh. Yeah, still. Slick shot casted, I think. On damage. I'll hold the mutagenic growth. My opponent plays Dragon Storm. So we keep it consent to memory because it counters Dragon Storm as well. I think I'll save the bird. Lend. I think now I have to hold up Consign. Well, they have 2 cards in end. They need to have Ritual plus Belch. Actually, 1 second. If I just play Slick Shot attack, nah, it's too bad against Pyroclasm. If I play Corey Steel Cutter, attack for 3, you're at 13. The next turn, how much damage do I have? Do I have enough to win? Probably. I go Bolt Dart. Bolt is 5 damage. Dart is 6. So 11 plus 3, 14. Yeah, it's lethal. So I'm gonna go Corey now. And even if they go Belcher, I win next turn. They have to take 3 damage usually to go Belcher. I mean, that's not true. They can go Ritual Belcher, go. Strike it rich. Pass. Alright, let's go for Bubble. Yeah, they can also win. They need to have exactly Ritual Feat Belcher. They have it, sure. I didn't want to play around the exact 3-card combination. I don't need to flashback Dart, just in case my opponent has an interaction now. We can go next turn. Bird plus bubble. All right, let me hold the trophy. Let me hold the trophy. Ta-da! Okay. This was a good league. Very good deck. Not much to say, honestly. The main deck is perfect. 17 lands are very little, but if you play well, you will get your land drops. Sideboard? Unknown, honestly. Into the Flood Maw could just be a card that kills Chalice, like maybe Smash this Meteorines. Surgical could just be a better card. Maybe Soul Guide, maybe Scrabbling Claws. Unholy Heat is okay. Alpine Moon could just be another card for Flage, like another of the Graveyard 8. But this is it, again. This deck is doing so well on Magic Online. Exactly this 60-card main deck. This list that I net decked went 10-1 in a Modern Madness deck at 300 people event online. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching. If you're watching YouTube, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.